Welcome to my allotment, plot 3 in North Warwickshire. Just going to get the leeks out now. They're about the last of the crops to go in the ground. They say they should be about pencil thickness. They are not too far away, so that will do. I'm just going to get them out of the tub now, just wash them off if they need it, and then I'll show you how I plant one into the ground. Before then, if you remember, between Christmas and New Year, I actually mulched the beds. So we've got some spent compost on the top, and then we've got the leaves, and the leaves have broke down really well, considering they were the autumn leaves just gone. And this bed had only got about 20 weeds in it, so I'm hoping that by using the bulb planter, getting those holes a good 6 inches deep, I've just pushed this to one side, then the rain will eventually wash all that in. See how it goes. I'm going to try some with cardboard rolls around them as well, see if that'll blanch them even more. I'll just wash these off and see what we've got. Definitely going to have to put those into water. Too good a root system. This is going to take some time, guys, but well worth it. Certainly nice roots on those, they should do well. Just twist them round, guys, just so the roots get into the bottom. And water them in. They'll pick up nicely. I'll bring you back when I've done a few. There's more in that bucket than I thought. That's them few do. I'll get those finished before I go home tonight on this bank holiday Monday, spring bank holiday. I'm just going to have a quick tour around the allotment, and I will make it quick. You're in the fruit cage, and the strawberries coming on nicely, not as well as in the polytunnel, but pleased with those. We'll just move on to the rhubarb. That crown there is 2 years old, so I'm going to pick on that until the end of July. That's the main crown that was here before. That'll be the end of August. You shouldn't pick rhubarb after August, because you need the energy to go back into the crowns. I've had 4 pickings up to yet. One of the new currant bushes. There's currants on those. Blueberries. More flowers this time. And as you've probably seen from a long shot, that blackberry bush now is really done well. I'm going to enjoy picking these currants. Not sure whether they're red or black at the moment. The labels have disappeared. Summer fruiting raspberries. They won't be long now. And there's the autumns, growing nicely. Out of control as normal. Gooseberries galore. This is a potato bed, supposedly. But you mix the tomatoes are the same family. So there's me Tiny Tims, the trailers. And the underground worm farms are working quite well. They're the Desiree. I'll top them off with that cow manure that I'll get from the allotment shop. Still with us. And there's the King Edwards. And we're just getting some showing now at the top of the bin. I've got 2 maripalants and a pumpkin. I'm growing 2 sunflowers, the same ones as last year, and then we've got 4 cucumber plants. 1 Carmen F1 and the others are those. That came with the competition win from Purple Sweet Pea. Not going to try and pronounce it. Jerusalem artichokes. I've now put a piece of thick plastic 2 foot down to try and stop the spread of these. They're going well. And there's my leeks, and that's the protection for the leeks against the onion moth. Didn't take long for the runner beans to make progress up the poles. My second sowing of broad beans, and there's the first sowing of broad beans with some nice looking pods. And it's only been a few days since I cut these tops off. The peas, I'll do my second sowing soon, but I need to get those first sowing of broad beans out to take the next row, so I've got to time it well. The French climbing beans, they haven't gotten very far, considering probably they're the same height as the runner beans. This was a tip from one of my viewers. Said use pegs on the inner. There's the outer one. After I'd sewed it, I just run the scissors up it and just climb through, but I was told use some pegs. It's a bit of a pain in and out, but if it stops the onion moth, then so be it. Carrot box. Hit and miss with a sweet candle. Where you see the milk bottle labels, they're the Nantis 5. Very, very hit and miss. And you wouldn't believe that the potatoes are growing up 2-3 foot into the boxes. Sick and tired of taking them out, but as you can see, I've sowed some seeds, Nantis 5. Some have come up, some haven't. And my onions, unfortunately, some are going to seed. I'm literally pulling them and eating them. I think it's affected the shallots more than anything else. But hey ho, British weather. This is the spent compost bin. I'm running out of room, so I put some celery in there. They like moist, and it's always moist in there. It doesn't get much sun, and maybe they'll blanch. Worth a go. We're at the lined compost bin. that's still working well. My assistant. So we're in the brassica cage now, and I've been plagued with some issues. Ants. The ants are actually making nests down the side of the route and killing them. As you can see, these aren't as far forward as the ones in the polytunnel, like these. That's another one with ant damage. Look at its friend next to him. I'm going to try radishes in buckets from now on. They're not being plagued with slugs and the flea beetle. I'm trying to do successional sowing. Same with the carrots. Just keep successional sowing, and then towards the winter I'll get the autumn ones in and I'll stay in the buckets until I need them. Spring onions doing fine, and that's my spare pot of leeks if I do need them. This is the bed where we put the toilet rolls with the turnips and beetroot. I'm going to redo that. They're just not wanting to get going. Whether it's lack of water or not, I don't know. These are the parsnips in the kitchen rolls, in the boxes. These are the tender and true. That box will be the Gladiator F1s. Nice dry day today, so I've just hoed that. Yes, I've got weeds on my plot, but I've been digging it across and planting. So the rest of the parsnips now, tender and true, I'll just go in a row there. Another lot of beetroot that looks a little bit better. There, Swedes. And then we go to the celery. There's 2 rows of carrots there, but they didn't go very well either. And I'm going to try and see whether I can blanch them a bit more by using the carpet rolls. Just an experiment. And there's some more carrots there. The ones on the left are the ones with the long chits that I left too long, and the sweet candle were just ordinary seeds. Lovely looking lettuce these are. Little gems, but I say you can't beat these containers. As the rain falls, it splashes up and hits this, so you get really good clean lettuce. Comfrey's doing well. I'm taking the flowers off as they come. Still got the nettle tea to sort out. But again, the onion family, spring onions in cardboard rolls, no good. The nettle tea brewing, well, it's gone like a syrup now, so another 2 weeks it'll probably be ready. Can you smell that? Forgot to tell you last time, I took out my kiwi plant because I found out why it wasn't fruiting. You need 2 of them. So that's gone, and the beetroot that was here all went to seed. That's where my potatoes are now. Some Savoy cabbage. I'm using the yoghurt pots now for all the cabbage family. Lettuce. I'm finding that they're struggling in the cardboard rolls for whatever reason. And I've planted out all the cucumbers now. And I've had 2 pickings off this overwintering lettuce that was planted September November last year. Just keep picking the leaves off at the bottom. Sowing some more courgettes. See if I can get at least one more plant to grow. There's the Gladiator F1s and Tender and True parsnips there. A few more days they'll be ready to go in the ground. Sowing a little bit more, more vegetables, lettuce, etc. Got some new and old Bolt Hardy beetroot seed. Just wanted to see whether it was still going alright, and it looks like it's evenly germinating still. They're mine when they're ready. Well, I hope you've all enjoyed your bank holiday weekend. I've left the mice their refreshments for later. I hope they enjoy them. Thanks for watching, guys. As all tours do, they do drag on a little bit. But thank you to all my new subscribers and all the lovely suggestions for the tomato plant food experiment. You've still got time to let me know. Take care till next time, and happy growing to you all.